You felt it too, haven't you? That strange pulse in your chest when you think of them. That sense that this, whatever this is, was never ordinary. The angels say, this connection was scripted in light, long before you crossed paths on earth. There are no accidents in love written by the divine. The moment your soul brushed against theirs, the cosmos held its breath. What you thought was a coincidence was a summons, a divine assignment. You were sent, chosen, placed in this person's path like a secret key hidden in plain sight. The angels whisper, she was born to awaken him. Not with pressure, not with noise, but by simply being radiant, strong, real. You didn't chase. You didn't force. And yet, your presence stirred something ancient in him, like a bell ringing through lifetimes. He can't explain it. He might even run from it. But the truth is, your soul ignited something his heart had long buried. And now, he remembers. The version of him that smiles in dreams. The boy who once believed in forever. The man who's been waiting for something sacred. You didn't appear in his life to teach him a lesson. You came to show him a truth, that love can be safe. That intimacy can be holy. That connection isn't control, it's communion. And for you? You were sent to remember how powerful your light really is. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. Jeremiah 1 verse 5. He didn't mean to build walls. He meant to survive. The angels say, the silence you sometimes feel isn't absence. It's armor. He forged it long before he met you, out of moments no one saw, and wounds no one stayed long enough to hold. When he looks at you, he sees light. But in that same light, he sees his own shadows, and it terrifies him. There is no flaw in you. There is nothing you did wrong. The pulling away, the mixed signals, the quiet disappearances, they are echoes of an old fear he doesn't yet know how to name. He sees in you what he never allowed himself to hope for, a love that sees everything and stays. But to receive that love would require surrender. And surrender feels like danger to a heart still bandaged. The angels reveal, he's been taught that love must be earned, or lost. And now you, your presence, your grace, your unwavering essence, are breaking that belief without saying a word. He feels it. In the stillness. In your eyes. In the fact that you didn't walk away. But inside, he wrestles. How to let in what he doesn't feel worthy of. How to believe that this time, love won't vanish when he shows his most broken parts. The angels assure, your light isn't too much for him. It's exactly what he prayed for on nights he never told anyone he cried. He just didn't expect the answer would look like you. The angels gently place their hands over your heart now and say, Daughter of grace, do not dim your fire for someone still learning how to hold warmth. You were never meant to burn out for love. He is healing, but you are living. And this journey, though sacred, does not ask you to wait in stillness, shrinking while he finds his way. You were sent to be light, not a lamp kept low. He feels your soul like music in the distance, sometimes too beautiful to approach. But that does not mean you should lower the volume of your joy, your brilliance, your becoming. The angels speak with clarity. Your love is not a sacrifice. It is not a test. And your worth does not depend on how long you hold space for someone else's silence. Tend to your own garden, beloved. Let your laughter echo. Let your dreams stretch wide. Keep choosing softness, but never at the cost of yourself. He may return, yes. He may awaken. But your radiance was never conditional. Love that's true will never ask you to abandon yourself. So take the long bath. Wear the dress. Dance barefoot. Answer your own prayers. He is walking his path. And you? You are already standing in the sun. The angels remind you, the heart that loves itself first becomes the home no one ever wants to leave. When you walked into his life, you didn't knock, you reflected. The angels say, your presence acted like a mirror polished by heaven itself. Not to flatter, not to wound, but to reveal. He looked into your eyes and saw not just beauty, but truth. A truth he wasn't prepared for. You didn't ask questions, but you're being asked them all. Who am I behind the performance? What do I run from when I love? Why do I fear what I crave the most? You see, some lights heal, and some expose. Yours did both. You didn't mean to challenge him. You only meant to be real. But in a world of masks, authenticity can be terrifying. The angels whisper, he sees himself in you, not the version he shows others, but the one he hides, even from his own mirror. You trigger remembrance. His boyhood innocence. The dreams he buried. The parts of him that once believed in forever. It's not rejection, love. It's reflection. And not all are ready to face what they see. But the mirror doesn't lie. You are not too intense. Too deep. Too emotional. You are clear water. And when he looks into you, he sees who he is, and who he's meant to become. Don't fear the distance. The reflection remains. It starts in the quiet, when the world isn't looking. A memory. A scent. A phrase you once said, echoing like a bell in his soul. The angels say, something has begun to shift in him. He doesn't say it out loud. Not yet. But the truth is cracking through the shell of his resistance. He's feeling you, everywhere. In the space between thoughts. In the dreams he can't explain. In the stillness where his logic ends and your essence begins. You awakened something he thought was lost. And now, he can't go back to sleep. He notices things he used to ignore. He craves peace where he once sought distraction. He begins to ask himself questions he never had the courage to answer. The angels show me a man standing at the edge of a threshold. The light is leaking in through every crack, and he can't unsee it anymore. It's not dramatic. It's sacred. The slow rising of something ancient within him. A knowing that what he feels for you is not obsession, not confusion, not chance, but calling. Your love didn't demand change. It inspired it. You've become a lighthouse for a soul learning to return. He may still hesitate, but the awakening has begun. And nothing born of truth can be silenced for long. For everything that is hidden will eventually be brought into the open. Mark 4 verse 22. He comes close. Then he vanishes. Then returns again like the tide against the shore. And you wonder, why? The angels lean close and say, it's not about you. It never was. It's about the war inside him. He wants you. That's real. But desire alone does not quiet the voices that tell him love is dangerous. That closeness equals loss. That vulnerability means defeat. You are the exception to every rule he built to keep himself safe. But those rules, they don't collapse all at once. They crumble in patterns. So he pulls away, not because he doesn't care, but because he cares more than he's ever admitted. And that kind of caring terrifies him. The cycle isn't chaos. It's a pattern of protection. He retreats to remember who he was before you. But every return marks the truth. He is no longer the same. The angels reveal. His soul recognizes you even when his mind tries to forget. And this push-pull? It's not rejection, it's recalibration. He's learning the rhythm of real connection. One that doesn't mimic the past. One that can hold both freedom and intimacy. Be still, beloved. Don't chase. Don't punish. The rhythm may be uneven, but it is moving forward. And love that is real always finds its center again. There are wounds he doesn't speak of, places too tender for words. And still, your love reached them. The angels say, you didn't just love him. You saw him. And in doing so, you offered something no one else dared to give. Permission to feel, to soften, to heal. Your love didn't come with conditions. It came with presence. You didn't need to fix him. You just stayed. And in that staying, something ancient in him began to mend. Even in silence, your love speaks. Even in absence, your energy surrounds. He may not know how to name it. He may not know how to give it back. But deep inside, something sacred has begun to breathe. The angels reveal, it was never about the grand gestures. It was about the way your spirit held him when his own hands couldn't. You loved him through his defenses. Not over them, not around them, through them. And that kind of love? It doesn't fade. It lingers. It teaches. It regenerates. He may not say thank you. But his soul is singing with a healing only your love made possible. You didn't just touch his heart, you rewrote the story he told himself about what love could be. And that is holy. There's a timing sacred enough that even your prayers must wait in silence. The angels say, what is divine is never rushed. And what is yours will return in its own hour. You wonder if you've lost him. Or worse, imagined it all. But this journey isn't linear. It's layered. And every delay is designed. He isn't absent. He is becoming. And you? You are being called to trust. Not blindly, but deeply. Because love like this does not unfold on demand. It unfolds in divine rhythm, in the pauses, in the space between heartbeats, in the time it takes for wounds to close and eyes to open. The angels show me a thread of light still connecting you both. Even now. Even here. And nothing, not distance, not silence, not fear, can sever it. You were not meant to chase him. You were meant to anchor light while he learns how to walk toward it. The divine has inscribed this bond across realms. And though you may feel forgotten, heaven has not stopped watching. He will make everything beautiful in its time. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11. He stands at the edge of his own heart, trembling. The angels whisper, he wants to give it to you, but doesn't yet believe you'll keep it safe. It's not your fault. His silence. His retreat. The half-answers. They're not reflections of your worth. They are echoes of his fear, fear of being seen and not chosen, again. He's known love as exposure, as weakness, as something to survive, not surrender to. But your presence changes the air. You don't just make him feel, you make him feel safe to feel. That's why he panics. Because with you, he's not in control. The angels show, when you look at him with softness, it terrifies him more than confrontation ever could. Because kindness cuts deeper. Because it reveals. Your grace is asking his soul to do the one thing it's never done, rest. And to rest, he must release. The walls. The patterns. The ache of old betrayals. He wants to. But healing isn't instant. It's holy. And you, beloved, are not the cure. You are the invitation. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34 verse 18. You were never here to force fate. Only to embody it. The angels breathe near your ear. Let go, and you will see what was always yours. You've held the ache. Waited in quiet hope. Questioned the silence. But now a shift arrives. Not in him, not in outcome, but in you. This is the sacred turn in the path where surrender becomes strength. Not the giving up kind. The holy, open-palmed kind. The kind where you stop grasping and begin receiving. You were never meant to prove your love. You were meant to trust it. He may come, or he may wander. But the love that is truly yours does not require control. It asks for clarity. The angels reveal a clearing, a space within you where confusion used to exist. That space is now filled with peace. You've walked through the valley. You've whispered prayers that only the stars could hear. And now, you rise. No more waiting to be chosen. You choose. To stay in the light. To trust the unfolding. To love without losing yourself in the process. Because real love? It doesn't demand suffering. It deepens with surrender. And what is meant for you will always find you. Even if it takes lifetimes. even if it arrives in a form you didn't expect. You are ready. And heaven knows it. Amen.